Water? Right. The Stultifera have said. I'm in the ocean. The ocean is a dangerous place. It's dangerous. Yes. I have to return to a barrier. What? Stop trying to breathe like that. Underwater breathing is beyond you. Monster gears can't either. I want to say something in return, but of course I can't because I'm underwater. Despite trying to contain my instincts, I can't help but clutch at their clothes like a helpless child. But I can see it as well. The light reflecting in her pupils. Oh! It comes from the bottom of the sea. Spectre does not say anything, but I can feel her arms trembling slightly around me. Maybe because of the battle that we just fought. Maybe also it has something to do with this light. I'll bring you back up. Hang on tight. Oh, God! My vision blurs. So that's what the bottom of the ocean looks like. Then, is this Agia? Yes, it has to be. I'm pretty sure there's only one city in the ocean. The Seaborn quietly watches the distant flames disappear beneath the water. The ship sinks into the ocean, along with the flame, along with everything else. Its skin answered its call. They all return to the many. Surrounded by the many's embrace, it takes only a moment for the dying to be given a new life. Shamla, I will bring you all back home. Oh! Yes! Chief Bates! Kill it! Let's all die together. With Alfonso! There we go! The chief mate grips the seaborn in its jaw and charges all the way into the seabed's murky darkness. Its lover, its memories, its identity, as it charges slow, its consciousness dissolves into the ocean. But still, it bites down on the seaborn. There's no escape! Waters makes you nostalgic. Swim, and you will awaken. Accept it. You're one of we many. We have long awaited you. No! I am Gracia. I am Alfonso's. Then why did you stop swimming? Your signal is just like mine. Your wounds have already healed. You're accepting who you are. No! Why not? The chief mate's consciousness is blurring. Is it biting down on the seaborn? Or is it leaping into the seaborn's embrace, seeking its support? Is it forced to accept this? The sea makes it very comfortable. The seaborn's thought flood into its mind. Is it Gracia, the chief mate of the Stultifera? No, it is a seaborn. It is one of we many. Sounds of bubble keep blowing. And more. You! Ulpianus? Don't you worry. You will die as a human being, Gracia. A step up from Amai. Ulpianus. Kin. Thank you. She goes. Ulpianus watches the two sink to the bottom of the ocean, seemingly locked in an embrace beyond death. Like flowers growing side by side, they shrink and wither, and beyond a certain depth, they are carried away by the undercurrent. He does not lift his head until they are completely out of his sight. Why? What? Claudia, you must heed my warning. Did you notice the city as well? Well, to be fair, it is quite a sight. You probably didn't expect to see the city under the ocean as well, huh? Oh, yeah. Now, what is left? We just defeated the big boss, haven't we? But there's still a node missing. And there's still 33% missing. Well, not 33, 23, but still, there's more. There's still more. Huh. This part of the ocean may have had a name once, but that no longer matters. The premise for a name to be born is that something needs to be distinguished. But now, the ocean is just the ocean. Alrighty. Is there something hidden in here, or is it just another navigational point? Are we finally returning back home? Oh yeah, we are returning back home. Back to Grenfaro, apparently. Huh. Pack up your bags and return to the starting point. The road ahead is still long. Yeah, I know. We still have to go all the way back. All the way back. And look at this. Water where the eye can see. Over here. Hmm? Oh, Jordi! Hurry, grab my hands. A single solitary boat. How far is it from the eye of the barrier? How far is it from Grenfaro? Yeah. Irene grabbed onto his hand. There's no difference between the hand of an Aegir or that of a Liberi. That is true, especially if you're in need of help in the middle of a freaking ocean. I'm sorry, I'm not really that strong. It's fine. I was scared out of my wits when I saw the ship explode in the distance. Are you alright? Oh yeah, we're fine. As long as you're fine, Irene. Adjusting your breathing. You know how to swim, right? Luckily for us, the water's pretty calm right now. Hey, where are the others? I need to check for a few things myself. Just now, was that Aegir? This close to us? Has the Stultifera been circling above the Aegir city the entire time? We might have been able to find a way in to check out the city on our own. But you never would have made it. Plus, the squad captain didn't seem keen on just going home happily ever after, and no way would there be a city this close to land. At least I don't remember anything like that, at the very least. So, are you going to head back to the city then? No. Gladia said this place is also a seaborne territory. The city must be a refuge village. What? The Aegirs that you people call islanders are refuge from the collapse of the city closest to the land. We should go and help them as well. Two things. Gladia? Olipianos is not dead, but he also refused to walk with us. And there are still other seaborns nearby, drawn here by that spurt of evolution. The entire swarm is extremely restless. We can use this opportunity to go back down there, but we won't be able to leave. So, guess we finally found a city from our homeland. And now, we're just going to have to turn around and leave, huh? What a shame. Gladia wordlessly gazed at Skadi. She hits it well, just as she did herself in all of those silent moments when she gently rubbed her neck. We don't really have a choice here. Why? There shouldn't be a city here in the first place. We should be heading back to the shore and regroup with the others. Our duty is to defend Aegir, not just to go home, right? But I thought it was the entire goal! Go home first and then worry about the rest later! Jordi? So, how did you manage this? Huh? Oh, are you talking to me? What do you mean? This ship is even more bare-boned than our was. How did you find us? The sea is incredibly vast. Oh, well, I compared each of the signals from the Stultifera and Navis to her location, and I've discovered a pattern here. So I thought it might just be worth a shot. Worth a shot? What kind of deviation was there in that pattern? Like maybe 2 up to 300 nautical miles? What? That can't even be called a pattern at all! If you had bet wrong, you would have had to slim to no chance of meeting up with us, and died out on the sea all by your own! You're a lunatic, do you know that? Yes. But I really wanted to ask a question, so please don't laugh at me. Ma'am, can't laugh anymore. Am I a right person? Oh? Your grandparents, your parents, 2 generations of grandfather gave everything that they had for this blueprint. Their greatness should have been immobilized forever. Right, his last words. Oh. Well, I wouldn't really go that far yet. Maybe a lucky one at the very least. Is that so? Maestro and my other colleagues in the Inquisition always held this belief. Only those who've sacrificed themselves are worthy of the word. Great. In every moment where we are fighting for Ilberia and struggle to survive, we are nothing more than ordinary people, striding forward with enormous responsibilities. And it's not that the Inquisition enjoys to belittle ourselves. We're simply choosing to deal with a barrier in the harshest way possible, because the moment we let our guards down, we will be undone. But until then, as long as the will of the man is enough to ignite the lantern, then I shall believe. There isn't any difference between us. We're just like all the other civilians, struggling bitterly in our own way. As long as we have goodwill to spare, they too are soldiers willing to lay down their lives for the restoration of our land. Just like the laborers of the old Ren Pharaoh. See, Jordi, luck won't be on your side forever. If you had a chance to conduct the Inquisition again, what I mean is, if you want to maybe work with us, then you'll definitely have that opportunity. Well, I actually, maybe just out of curiosity, I see that you've also brought back some of the Soteria's timeless knowledge as well. Might you actually be... You managed to rescue 3 hunters in a single breath. As Nagia, your action might be worthy a medal from the Consular herself. Gladia, are you going to give him a medal? Swimming back would have been way harder than that. And who knows what could have happened right above the nest, right? I have no idea what compelled someone like you, born in Grand Pharaoh, to go this far. But you know what? Good job. On behalf of the Aegeas and the Albarians. Then, let's head back home, shall we? Right. It's finally time. And I guess we still have to pick somebody else up. Cabin! Can't say it! Welcome back, hunters. And Irene, of course, as well. The High Inquisitor, he... How did you know? Well, we've already sorted through his relics, including those of our comrades who've died beneath this lighthouse. We won't be able to deal with them properly until the Penal Palito arrives through. These lowly seafarers could not defeat the High Inquisitor Darian, but in order to protect the Eye, he chose to lay down his life in order to buy it some time. Inquisitors have no time to grieve, Irene. Darien had great expectations of you, and you must follow suit. Yes, sir. However, his lantern remains intact, and I will place it over here. Go now. Yes, sir. Guess you can say your final goodbye as well. Well, it seems like the panel Balito ran into a lot of trouble. So much for the great naval power of Elbaria, huh? So, the Sultaran Navis has sung. This isn't quite the outcome that we were expecting either. Indeed, even for us, this is a significant setback. But we learned quite a few things as well. And you found an Aegea city, haven't you? Kalsit had already shared her conjecture with me, so perhaps you will wish to hear it as well. The Inquisition has always believed in maintaining control. From Salvientia to Stultifera, we will gradually recapture the glory that rightfully belongs to us. But we are forced to admit that perhaps even preserving the status quo is enough too. Stretched our forces thin. Madame Consul, what did you witness aboard the ship? Is he asking about the captain? Maybe. This is his lantern. The High Inquisitor's lantern, scotch black, thick with the stench of the sea terrors. I, High Inquisitor. Maestro! I completed the Inquisition's mission. I found the ship. Unfortunately, it ended up sinking, but aboard the ship, every single Iberian, in their own way, they were fighting until the very end. High Inquisitor, I now understand the significance of passing judgment. I understand the enemies that we face. I will not hesitate, nor will I falter. For Iberian's prosperity, for Iberian's defense, and for Iberian's orderliness and integrity, I shall raise my sword and light. Yeah. Alfonso, no, this can't be. 60 years. What torture is this? Even a criminal subjected to the harshest of punishment would not even last for a year. But he... Carmen falls silent. He leans over and sits down on the reef. Sea terror's carcass are piled high into a mountain. There's no trace of the eldritch beast, or the remaining tendril of the Nettersea brand retreating back to the sea. The ocean's surface emanates a pale blue light, usurping the sky's privilege. He should be enjoying this victory. He accomplished what the Inquisition has set out to do. The Panapalito is about to arrive as well, and all things are about to reach a satisfying conclusion. Yet, he can only remain silent. Up until a steam whistle roars in the distance, the Panapalito has arrived at the Eye of Elbaria. He had a chance to meet his old friends again. But sadly, he missed it. Hey, you can see the corner of the town from here. If I remember right, it was called the Reconstruction Hill, right? Tiago didn't pass peacefully, and I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. But still, thank you all. Oh, don't mention it. I don't mind dedicating a song to a hero, at least during a solemn funeral. Seems like Frost is back as well. We'll be heading back too in a little bit. So, what about you, Elbarian? You've had a rough few days as well, haven't you? You could say that. Renfaro is Tiago's hometown, just as Aegea is home to all of you, as well as my Abyssal Hunter buddies. Maybe I joke around too much normally, and I simply forgot that Elbarian is also my home, and to be honest, this isn't cathartic at all. Wasn't a doctor going to help you out with something? You've been working for her, haven't you? No, it's already been dealt with. That is why I'm willing to stay with Rudy Lion. That being said, I didn't really do a damn thing. Oh. Hurry! Hurry! Move the supplies to the warehouse! Huh? What about the numbers of tents? Didn't the old guy already explain it? Jordi! You're back? What? The Inquisition took you away and actually let you come back? Where exactly did you go? A bunch of people from the Penopal Legion took us away and then brought us back into the town. It seems like they're going to war with something, and now they want us to set up camps as well. Jeez, just what is going to happen to Grand Pharaoh? Oh, have you seen Diago anywhere? About that... Jordi Fontarossa. Oh, Lord Carmen, Sir, and of course Madam Inquisitor. We would like to have a private chat with this Agia. Yes, of course. Right away. Huh? With me? Come with me. Let's take a walk around the town. Shall we? Of course. Of course. Irene made up her mind on the way back as well. Made up her mind? About what? Originally, High Inquisitor Darien intended to entrust Irene to me, so that I would cultivate her until she was prepared for the seat of another High Inquisitor. His death in battle was unexpected, though the day would have come sooner or later. He did not have to accept his fate so soon. That's true. But Irene has made up her mind as well. She will give you her position as Inquisitor. Wait, what? Why? This is a decision that I've come to after a lot of thought. It has nothing to do with you though, so please just keep listening. Okay. The problem is that you are an Agia. You know too much, you're too deeply involved, and the Agias in this town are too blasphemous. Right. You've also been a great help as well. As frail and weak as you are, your death would have been but another grain of sand. But you have shown great strength. Even if it is nothing more than your own little spark, it is still valuable. I keep thinking, why am I still alive? I'm not as noble as any of you, or as resolute as... Jordi, you will be the first Agia to join the Inquisition. Wait, what? Me? I can actually join? Strictly speaking, I won't even give you a chance to refuse. Grand Pharaoh needs more hands than ever, and you will play a pivotal role as an Agia. After that, maybe I could use a young secretary or something. Wait, hold on. You want me? You actually want me to join the Inquisition? But I'm not sure if I want to. I know that you don't. Many members of the Inquisition hold deep-rooted prejudices against the Agia, and they probably don't want you to join either. But don't you want to see it for yourself? The future that the Imperia once promised to Grand Pharaoh, and of course to Tiago as well. True. Joining the Inquisition will be a test. As an Agia, you won't be wrong to treat it as a trial by fire, or as a practice for enduring even harsher hardship. Don't get the wrong idea though. Yes, I'll give it some thought. Then what about you then? You're maestro. Well, my status as an Inquisition hasn't done me any favor in my relationship with the Abyssal Hunter, or even the Agias. So, I decided to get rid of it. But abandoning a fate that has supported me to this day, especially after the untimely demise of my own maestro, has not been an easy decision. Please, let's not talk about this now. Maybe if we meet again, someday. Yes, I'm sorry. It's just... Marine looks at the sculpture in the plaza, a scaled-down version of the eye itself. In the chaos of the battle, streets were torn up, houses were destroyed, and makeshift tents were erected. The statue has always looked over all of it. Even though our enemy is well beyond the reaches of the law, Albarian must banish this blasphemy. Victory will be ours. True. This, we have to keep fighting, even if the laws can no longer help us out. And I guess I owe you my gratitude as well, Frost. You helped Jordi, as well as all of the hunters. Say no more. It was just a little workout. Those disobedient little rascals aren't the only one who can change the direction of the tides. Next time, make sure that you come to share for us, though. Alright? Sure thing. Alrighty then. I'm gonna go and catch up with Aya and the others. Stepping out a second, and they went and ghosted me instead. Oh well. Oh, right, Kalsut. Since we came all of this way, we can't really just go back empty-handed. We can awaken whenever we are ready. I would say the same as well. Thank you very much. Maybe in time, we really will be able to form a working partnership. Sure thing. Now, there she goes. So, this is the truth that Rogan has discovered. Falmund and Leviathan, the connection between those two. If these massive creatures had disappeared from the ocean long ago, yet continue to survive on land in this form, they are not the same, Gladia. Great Yen, Sagan, Sami, these places have all faced grave situation caused by the pheromones. But remember, the ocean are a catalyst of mutation in both unique and irreplaceable ways. Even I cannot comprehend its principle or even its trajectory. All I can see are the results and make deduction from that. And what I predict is a terrible, terrible future. Also, I imagine Baron discovered more than one truth out there. And as I said, if there's another abyssal hunter that is still alive, then... yes, there's more than one Leviathan. The one that we slew is but a small part of the Aegir civilization has conceived. Besides, the one you killed still lives inside of Skadi. Oh. Then my worst case scenario came true after all. I made the right choice not to return to Aegir. Rodeo Isle has already done enough for us. You have your own work ahead of you as well. As for what comes next, we will take the step ourselves. Guess you want to cut ties then? Oh. I guess Rodeo Isle has its own set of responsibilities. Our most stellar operators will ensure that the organization will continue to run. But I also have my own responsibilities across all of these countless years. Time and again, I have tried to resolve the problem facing Aegir, but it is far too remote from the land, unique and without precedent. We can't wait any longer than this. The ocean's problem is of the same scale as our Orignium. If civilization is to continue, then we must overcome this calamity as well. True. Even as this world faces constant threat, division grows and war ignites without ceases, just as the name Stultifera Navis applies. Terra is certainly full of fools, both malicious and ignorant, but it is also full of saints who seek reason above madness and chaos. Now that you know the source of evolution, all our conjecture have been verified. Aegir City are within reach, and even arrogant Albarian has emerged from its hell. Chief designer of warfare, let us begin. Guess we have to prepare for this now. If you just let them be, they might even outgrow the problem of Arachnium, huh? Hmm? Why are you with the horse? Calm down, Fortunata. Are you riding this thing? Fortunata. Hmm? Oh, where are we going? The terrible waves are coming. We will defeat them. We are the terrible waves. Terrible waves. As long as there's water in the ocean, a moon in the heaven, and a wind in the sky, the waves will not abate. The enemy that you see in your madness is truly too majestic. Go! Here! Alright. Are you going to go with them? I will not allow to see another rebel. Now go! But where to? Who exactly are you chasing? Huh? The crossroads. Okay. Picturebook? Wait a second. Wait a goddamn second! Are we now entering the territory of EX missions here? Are you telling me that the story continues in the EX mission as well? Oh! Well! Upon opening the atlas covered with thick dust, you see a brief preface. The author claims to be but a poor soul far from home, whose name is insignificant, to record the life that he and his friend had experienced, and to keep their memories from drowning beneath the waves. He decided to pick up the brush. Surprisingly, the atlas seemed to be quite popular with children, the doodles often visible in pages margin. Perhaps the one who grew up on land are using everything in their hands to tirelessly search for their noblest homeland, called the Aegeas. For some reason, the pages in the atlas are shuffled and scattered. The story will have to slowly be reassembled. Alrighty. Guess I have to pick up the pages then. Dragon has convinced us that Aegea has sunken into the quagmire of arrogance. Our cities are fading, our homes submerged in the abyss. But the Council will believe in our immediate victory. No, we need to seek another path. We mustn't forget that though the ocean is vast, it is far from being the entire world. The land dwellers are weak and short-sighted, but the power of change may well dwell within them. They have been besieged by the calamities of Arachnium, yet have learned to harness its power still. Dragon never promised that this place would have the answers that the Aegea have sought, but that at the very least is a new path. I still remember the moment that we first set foot on the land. The sand beneath my feet was no different from Aegea itself. But that was the first time that I really felt what it was like to be caressed by the winds. True, under the ocean you don't really experience the wind at all, right? The first landfall. Oh, there's a battle here. Okay.
Everyone, follow me.
Really are trying to swarm us here.
My name hasn't done.
It's not going to work. I promise you that.
They have no path to escape.
Everyone,
There, as you can see,
I'm used to fighting alone.
it's not enough to actually get past us.
From the smoke.
And now it's already too late. Crown Slayer's already back in action.
looking after
I still don't quite understand why she is capable of just uploading them, but oh well, at the very least she has no issues hitting them at all. That's very important. It's very important. Now, Chapter 2. The place that we landed in is called Iberia, a country that is widely arrogant as it is backwards. it seems that its pride is common illness of all humanity, be it on land or even the sea. We arrived along with other Aegea refugees fleeing the disaster. The people on land have dubbed us Islanders. However, everything on land was still a novelty to us, especially to Baron, who never seemed anywhere nearly as excited when he was being called a genius back at the academy. There's never an idle day for him, as he leaves no stone unturned, no question unasked, and even quickly interrogated the locals himself. I really can't stand his complacent streak, what he calls the science of dealing with people. 2 days ago, he heard something from an old man that caught his interest, and immediately decided to set off on a journey I have little hope for. We know too little about this land to make such blind ventures. Alright, I guess I will join his team after all. Hopefully we don't end up dead along the way. Seriously? That's what he said before he left? Pfft. Oh god, what a carefree soul! Oh, wait. Is it the wilderness? It is the wilderness. War battles, huh? Right.
Is this Europe report taken?
Okay! Had to resort to the ballista, but I don't care! The mark is just spreading way too swiftly around here, and I need stun in order to properly hit them! They're so annoying! Oh man! Alright. The 3rd chapter has been unlocked. How long has it been since we've left this place? 5 to 6 years? We've come across the cities of Victoria, gazed out across the plains of Casimir, toured the ballista of Laterano, and nearly perished in the snowfield of Ursus. Now we face Sagan's endless golden sea. Rigon is right. We are indeed approaching the truth. During our travel, we've briefly come into contact with several special beings, sometimes seen as prophet, messenger, or even oracle itself. Yesterday, Rigon officially met one of them. They had an extremely difficult to say name that they insist that we are using. I hope I didn't mispronounce it. Rigon chatted with them for a good while as well. Firmament, terrestrial creature of mythical proportion and parallel power. Rigon is trying to come up with hypotheses, but to be honest, I'm taking the wait and see approach. They do have some similarities with the terrible creature that we faced in the ocean, but they're also very different in other ways as well. I hope that hypothesis of his exists only to be falsified. About that. You probably don't like the result of that hypothesis. Now then, next we have the proxy, which is yet another difficult fight, isn't it? Well, let's see if this time around I don't need the help of the giant ballista. Okay, Fang, swap out. My god! The entire field is covered in the brand again! There's just no stopping that stuff! There's literally just no stopping that stuff! Alright, the next chapter. The proxy. We've returned to Iberia once more. Over a decade has passed, and the country doesn't seem to have changed much at all. But the numbers of islands have increased as well. It seems the situation in Aegea is looking bleak. I'm starting to feel homesick as well, not knowing if my city is actually still standing. Rigon has met a few friends in Iberia, a cleric named Carmen, a naval officer named Alfonso. They get together almost every day to discuss some, grand plans. He really is far too good with dealing with people. Or perhaps I'm just too much of a hermit, who prefers the company of a paintbrush. Brigon told me that his predictions are getting better by the day, and that he's found a way to integrate Agarian's technology with Orignium, and simply needs an opportunity to put it into practice. Which just happens to be the ship, right? For example, being appointed as Chief Naval's Architect of Iberia. Yeah, as I said, the ship was the perfect opportunity for such a task, right? And that's why it has to be glorious. It had to be a palace at sea. Oh, there it is. The Grand Palace. Alright. Next mission.
Stop right there!
Stop them right here before they start to swarm us.
Am I the only
Get yourself
Good
up.
health. That's what happens when you mess up while performing.
Okay, Scotty, how much longer do you need?
Have no need
A
to
little bit longer. That's fine. We can handle this just fine. Okay! Look how easy it becomes if you just get rid of the nether brand right from the start, eh? I had to cut the respawn time of the nether brand in half, otherwise it just wasn't possible. Those little guys are swarming me from all sides. I hate them. I hate them. But now I want to change it back because the nervous impairment is just so annoying sometimes. The nervous impairment is so annoying around here. Now, the next chapter. Chapter 5. Brigon is going to build a massive fleet for Iberia. Even a fool can see how ambitious their king is. But so be it. Perhaps Brigon spoke true, that we are but visitor on the land, and our ultimate purpose is to aid Aegir. I went to see the flagship while it was under construction. From an Aegir's perspective, it was a pretty average ship. But for a country on the land, it is a ship unlike anything that I've ever seen. Brigon and Alfonso named it the Stultifera Navis, the ship of fools. My guess is that even though the two of them have withstood the pressure and insistence on keeping the name, they might have widely different interpretation of what it means. Brigon had been constantly frowning as of late, seemingly aware of something that is about to happen. Or he could simply be blown out about it, as the king has also tasked him with building a lighthouse and a couple of ports. Recently, he's becoming a darling of the Iberian media as well. Every paper keeps praises on him without a second thought. But I know that his eyes are fixed on something greater. His judgment has always been correct, and I hope that it also remains the case. This is all still in the golden age, isn't it? Before the profound silence arrives. Ooh. When exactly did Brigon bring his little Henry with him on the land? If I'd known earlier, I would have brought mine too as well. It always helps me get the colors that I need. He even brought an external upgrade module with it as well. That thing is expensive as hell! Well, if you don't mind, I would take it for myself. So, what is it? Vanguard Guard Defender Specialist Operator gain extra attack. Or the Caster Sniper Medic and Support Operator gain extra speed. Not entirely sure, but I guess for now I'm going to go for the attack command. Probably. I have a whole ton of guards and defenders after all. Yeah, it seems like a good idea. What is this? The Ship of Fool, Far-Sighted Lighthouse, Engulfing Waves, and the Calamity. Right. How about we start with the Ship of Fools? Is this where I was supposed to go? Okay. Okay. Let me guess. I need to clear up the other 3 stages in order to see this. Okay. Well, don't you worry. I got this. I got this. For sure. I can handle this. We're just going to speed this up as always.
Doctor, don't forget to take everything.
A little bit more and then we can clean this up. Okay, he's the last guy.
Opening with a tuba.
That guy's
A
pretty
rare
much dead now.
arrangement. Those will be
That
your
guy is so much from dead.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. Wasn't so bad.
The waves have subsided.
Wasn't so bad and no story
You have no
whatsoever.
other tasks. I should leave
Or do they
immediately
actually give us a
to
story here?
undergo a routine inspection.
No, I have to beat those 3 stages first.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. There we go.
The waves
There
have
we go.
subsided.
This time without any sort of
You have no other
leaks.
tasks. I should leave
So,
immediately to
after these
undergo
3
a routine
battles,
inspection.
what exactly were they hiding from us? The wave. All sound have vanished. The tides are approaching. A terrible wave. It was swallowing us whole. Something must have happened to Agia. I have to find Brigon. Did you find him? Fragment of silence. I guess you didn't find him because there's another stage for us. This guy is acting as distraction for now. I'm going to pull it back towards her. And of course the others. Well, we're already at it. Okay, there goes her.
Perfect chance.
Baseline is going to cover for her. We're going to stagger it. Never mind, it died. But it's not dead yet, because of course it is not dead yet. Why would it be dead? Let's be serious here. Oh god. Hey you, come over here. Come over there. I don't want you to mess around with my stuff. You're all going to die in this little zone right over there. And nowhere else. Right over there. Alright? Alright. All of you are going to die as well. Not playing any games around here. Okay. This is relatively safe. Again. Healer is going to be deployed.
Critical hit.
She's going to take care of these guys. I need you to come downwards.
Critical hit.
I'm going to stagger you with click again. If possible. Doesn't really seem to be possible, but that's fine. Heal that. Heal them. Retreat. Another healer from the right. We're going to pull it backwards again. Towards the arms of my beautiful... Oh shoot. My beautiful Skadi, of course. Okay. Time for another stagger.
All you deserve.
Need more DP here. May's going to start shooting as well. This is an additional distraction.
I'll give you a taste of my taser.
And there we have it! My god! Why do you have so many additional forms? God! God! I didn't even expect it to be so bad during 8! I thought it would go all the way up to 10 again. But apparently, that isn't quite the case. Now, a few lines of footnote. Alright? I've already looked everywhere. Where exactly is Bergon hiding? He couldn't have died in the profound silence, right? But the situation for him now is likely more dangerous than it was then. That's right, he foresaw it a long time ago, but the countermeasures that he prepared were taken as evidence that he was responsible for the calamity instead. He was branded an evil sorcerer who has sacrificed a barrier for the waves. Even our identity as a gear has become a mark of the original sin, and the land dwellers accused us of bringing the disaster in our wake. I just saw the Aegirian youth being beaten in a corner. The assailant was a barbarian neighbor we had always gotten along with well. Damn it. I have to find him again. No matter what happened to Aegir, we have to go back to it. But did you find him? Probably not. The back cover. Okay. Guess that is the end of the book, huh? Now what is this? Mirror images? War story? Question mark? Fragments. In his haste, he knew that he had to make a decision. Perhaps he'd already made it in the past, but now both the results and even the choices itself have long been forgotten. Then why not cast the dice again and see where the road leads, or if the road ends long ago? Okay, let's investigate it more deeply. He decided to dig deeper. Huh? Is that all? When the road ahead leads to certain doom, one may well turn to the false possibility. Let's see. Well, is that a more difficult stage than the one that I just did? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Just how many stages are you going to tell someone me? How many of these stages can I actually beat? There's a limit how much I can do. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Might be good. I know yet. Scott is going to hold the brand at bay. Get that back up. Never mind, Skadi cannot hold that freaking brand at bay, because these guys are already causing issues. Okay, just going to hit them all. Hymo's going to help out. Skadi's going to hit them as well, and they're already freaking leaking! Oh my god! Not good! Oh my god! Oh my god! We survived! We actually survived! Okay, you know what? Maybe this is not a spot where I want to be. Maybe this is really not a spot where I want to be. Now, what is this? There's something he had done different, perhaps more compromised, more concession, more backing down. If he could have set aside his obsession and perseverance, might there have been another possibility? Alas, such is the nature of ambition unfulfilled. Even within false possibility, he seeks to grasp it once more. Are those multiple paths? Either way, he has decided to dig deeper. Of course he did. Continue to introspect then, for a dense fog lies ahead. What is this? Is this another? It's another one of those stages! And what is this? Another cross-section. Thought rushed through his head. a myriad of past experience appearing in his inner mind, difficult to touch and impossible to catch. He can feel cold, but not pain. Why not continue to sink into indulgence, continue to play out these choices of decisions? Perhaps there is a way out of this. Perhaps it is right before his eyes. Well, try to remember. He decided to try to remember. Did he succeed? When the road ahead leads to a certain doom, one may well turn to a false possibility. Oh god. Yeah, you know what, guys? I would say maybe with this we have reached the end of this event. Because, let's be serious here. I spent the last 50 minutes to clear, barely clear, this stage. I don't know, guys. Something tells me that I might not be ready for these stages yet. But maybe in the future, huh? Maybe in the future when we go back to the ocean. After all things considered, we aren't really quite done with this yet, right? We aren't done with the ocean. There's still this one right here. After we done the lone rails or something, and another part of the main story. Maybe by the time when we return back to the path of life, we have the necessary strength in order to clear out the remainder of the story. In the mirror images, maybe at the time when we reach that point, I'm strong enough to handle these stages. Maybe. But for now, I would say I'm going to call it quits right here. I hope you guys had fun in today's part and in the last couple of parts. And I see you again once we continue with the main story after such a long time. Well then, until next time. Bye bye!